Mitchell and Mitchell, you guys here, Sip and Spill, your boy Eddie Ed, my girl Kimmy Kim in the Mickey Ficky house. And we're coming to you live and direct and breaking some good old gems down to you. Kimmy Kim with the Kimmy Gems and Eddie Ed with his Eddie Edibles. First of all, I want to know how are you guys doing? How you feeling today? Please comment and give us all type of feedback. Let you know what you think about our show. If there's something we can add to it, subtract to it. We are still climbing and growing, and we're doing it organically. But we appreciate the support and the love we've gotten thus far, and we appreciate the love we're going to continue to get from you guys. And the more subscribers that we get, we're going to be even more happy. And we thank you for that. What's going on, Kimmy Kim? Excuse yourself.
I'm good. I'm good. Today is one of those days that I woke up this morning hungry.
Okay.
I was hungry. Are you hungry? Do you even know what you're hungry for? What about you? What about you, Sip? Are you
Uh,
hungry for anything?
for me, hungry for more knowledge, more success. I want to be more. I'm hungry for living. Doing do to satisfy what I feel my passions and purposes are. So I'm hungry to make sure those things come through. If you mean that, um, or hungry for lunch, I don't know. On
You
my
know,
Swedish fish I got over here that I'm eating.
so when you wake up and you decide that you're hungry, first thing you think of is that I'm going to go get me some breakfast. I'm a hungry man, woke up hungry. Well, what I mean is more of a mental note when you wake up and you're hungry for what you want to do in your life. We write down goals, we talk about things, we talk about this on Motivation Mondays. We try to give y'all out those Kimmy Kim gems, those Eddie Edibles, talking about how to push yourself forward, how to make yourself go get what you want. Well, you do have to decide if you're really hungry enough for it. Most of the time, you don't know. Only reason why I say that is because if you keep finding yourself feeling the same way you felt on Monday, and it's the same feeling that you felt on Thursday, then I guess you're not fed if you're still hungry. Because when you're hungry enough, you'll start seeing progress. Things will start changing right before your eyes, consistently and constantly if you're hungry enough. So my mental state is that every day, whatever I plan that I want to be, whatever I plan that I want to do, I have to count down within who I am to make that happen. But it depends on how far I'm going to go. Am I going to actually reach that goal? It depends on how hungry I am. So because when you get to a starving state, that means you're settling for what's been going on around you that you have basically made normal. Well, it's not normal for me to be walking around feeling any kind of way but happy, right? Because we truly in control of that. But it depends on just how hungry you are. Some people be like, well, I'm just going to go ahead and get me some snacks. So you snacking on your life? So you might roll up, you might sip on something, and you might be like, I'm chilling, that's what it is, But that's it. A girl, when I get myself together, when I get out this relationship, baby, I'm going to do me. I'm telling you, soon as you ain't hungry enough, because you can make that happen right now. Right now. You get that?
Yeah, you have to be. It's almost like you got to be sick and tired of being sick and tired in a way.
Boom.
So I guess if what you want, it remind me of that little Les Brown story about the dog on the nail.
Yep.
And the dog was whining about being in pain. The guy asked him, why your dog whining? He said he's lying on the nail, and the nail is hurting him. He said, why don't he get up? He said, I don't know. I guess it ain't hurting him bad enough. Because if it hurt him bad enough, he would get off the nail and he wouldn't whine about it. So if you're hungry enough and you want it, that desire is there, you're gonna go for it. But I've seen situations where you get complacent and you may plateau. Some people may plateau, may think that's where it's at, and it's like, no, you have to feel that hunger. When you're working out, there's a thing that they have where they help you try to reset your metabolism. And so a lot of people feel like, you start doing these diets and exercises and stuff like that, they tell you to stop eating, because you start to starve yourself, because you need to stop eating because you want to lose weight. And obviously there are other components in losing weight. But if you are not happy with your size and you want to get smaller, you're going to not eat food. That's the first discipline.
Right.
But then they say, well, in order to eat, you should still be able to eat food. What you want to do is reestablish or reset your metabolism, which means you need to eat more. And in order to eat more, you have to give yourself certain things like fat burners. Okay, I'm not saying I'm pushing those things, but there are certain things that are fat burners that make you hungry. that make you hungry. And so I would infer or suggest that you install people around you that I would call fat burners, those motivators, those disciplined people, those accountability partners that
Okay.
Kimmy always talk about. Those people will be your fat burners because they keep you hungry. And you're going to be eating the right things to make sure that you're preparing and going or propelling and going in the right direction. So I think that's it to me as an Eddie edible. Put you some fat burners around you,
Okay.
or put you some metabolism establishes around you. Put you people or situations or systems in place that keeps your ass hungry, so you're constantly you're getting those things accomplished. Once you lose that fire, once your metabolism slows down, you're not as hungry, you eat late, and you gain that weight. Because once your metabolism is high, you can eat more and you maintaining that weight. You're losing the weight, but you're eating more, you're more healthy.
Okay. Well, I would add to that as a Kimmy Jim is that you would need to be disciplined and determined to make that happen. You know, a lot of people say, well, I'm a go-getter, you know, and Kimmy make things happen. You know, in order for that to do that, I have to be disciplined to no matter what's going on around me, I don't let that shake my foundation, my baseline, so I can reach the goal that I want to get. And I know a lot of people struggling with losing weight, a lot of people struggling with money management, people struggling with dealing with different emotions that happen to them and how that they get past that. And you just be in that. As you would say, Sip, about saying people are plateaued or they can't move. And you have to be your inward self motivator for yourself. You got to have whatever that is, a focal point, you know, a focus point that you be like, that is where I want to be. You know, ever seen somebody in a nice car or some material, or you see somebody how they move, how they swag is, and just how they look, and you be like, man, I want that. But do you just want it, or are you hungry enough to go get it? Because anything that you see that anybody got, you can have then that and some. It's entirely up to you. So my Kimmy Jim is get disciplined about what you want to do, and then get determined enough to go after it and go get it. That's what's up.
So, guys, as we talk about it, the question is, are you hungry enough? Are you hungry? Keep feeding that desire. I don't think you should actually settle. I think you should keep going until it's not so much you should never be satisfied per se, but don't be complacent, especially if there's things in you that you know you have to do. Even in my age, I'm a middle-aged man, and there's things that I'm doing. I'm starting over and rebranding and all of that kind of stuff. But I'm going into it knowing with the fervor that I had when I was 25 and 30 years old, where I'm going, okay, this is what it is. Back then, it was a little easier for me because my metabolism was automatic. Now I have to do things to reset my metabolism in my metaphoric way of saying this. So I have to reset those motivating factors. I have to reinstitute the discipline and the determination that Kimmy Kim was speaking about. And I have to go ahead and move forward in what I know that I'm supposed to do in my life. I'm hungry enough because I want it. And the question is, how bad you want it. You want that? Yeah. Like that. Do you want that? Are you hungry for it? Because if you're hungry for it and you feel the way you feel and your desires are strong enough and it burns through anything that comes your way, you're going to go ahead and get it. You have to fuel that fire. You got to kick your own self in the Mickey Ficky ass and get yourself going. How bad do you want it? How hungry are you? Now, as we end, I'm going to tell you like this. When you hungry, don't put no steak in front of me because I'm going to devour it. Don't keep, you having some food and you have a dog and you turn your head, the dog come take your food off the plate. They hungry. And it's crazy because they ass probably already ate already. How bad do you Mickey Ficky want it? I'm not telling you to take it from nobody, but I'm saying take what you know that belongs to you. You go after it and you hunt and you get it. You don't give up until you accomplish your Mickey Ficky goals. Do you hear what I'm saying? How bad do you want it? Are you hungry? Kimmy Kim?
Listen, you got to restructure, refocus, and get re-energized. And then you will feed and you will eat like you've never eaten before. And only way that's going to happen, everything that Ed and I are giving you guys, everything that spilled to the sip to the spill, they're trying to share with you on the Mitchell&Mitchell show. And that is, y'all saw us a year ago. For all the fans that's been watching us, we've been doing what we're doing because we're hungry enough to get up and go after what we want. And that's all you got to do. It's all you got to start. I'm not checking for a like. I'm not checking for a follower. You know why? Because then and that is going to stop me from going where I need to go. Everything that you want to do is not to be shared to everyone. Everyone not going to pick up what you're putting down, but you got to pick it up, own it, and throw it back at whatever was threw at you. That's how you go into what you want. So like you said, if you're hungry enough, you're going to go after it. But if if you just want to let yourself starve, then you'll never eat.
Listen, guys, we like you, we love you, and we want more of you. And make sure you like and subscribe us on all our channels. It'll be in our bio, it'll be in our information. We won't repeat it all to you all the time, but you'll see it in our information. And listen, it's been real and it's been fun. And every time we do our show,
Every time
we connect with you and talk to you and motivate you and then share our own experiences with you, it's always, and I don't ever want you to take it for granted because I never would take it for granted. It's always real, Mickey, Ficky fun. We'll holler back at y'all people. We love you.
Peace, y'all.